Hey Doomers and friends, it's Friday, September 23rd. I'm using a lavalier because my auxiliary cable for my mic broke, but it's okay, I can go to Best Buy. Anyways, it's getting chilly, though that isn't stopping many cities from reaching 100 degrees this time of year. Yes, many records are broken this summer, an unforgettable summer. A reminder, it is 2022, almost 2023. So I want to start today's video with a page that was recommended to me. This blog is kept up with by some individual in the UK. I'm not sure, but I certainly give him my thanks for rounding all this critical information up. It's called Climate and Economy, and he just gets kind of the lowdown on all the climate events, extreme weather, and economy, obviously. Just think about it. Just think about it, and it might go away. Fiona's headed up towards, and it's going to be one of the strongest storms on record. Many in Puerto Rico have no power still. At least 7 people have died, and one was injured in El Salvador after rains triggered mudslides. And this is kind of no surprise. California is banning insurers from dropping customers in wake of largest wildfire. Yes, just as you guessed. As soon as there's extreme weather events likely to cause property damage, property insurers will drop you. If it isn't for the state to step in, it's cruel, dirty business. California should expect a 4th dry year, and summer 2022 was Seattle's driest summer on record. Wildfires are no longer seasonal. New federal task force meets in Utah. Memphis hits 100 degrees one day before autumn. I mean, more than 300 all-time heat records were broken in the U.S. this summer. Alaska's newest lakes are belching methane. And Spain faces threat of hot autumn, dams at record low. Still droughts extended into October in southeast France. Central Asia heat wave will exceed 80, this was yesterday, 86 degrees Fahrenheit in parts of Siberia, and Caspian Sea were one area hit with 104 degrees. Also 35 degrees Celsius in northwest China. Red alert as China as drought dries up country's biggest lake. The central Chinese province of Jiangxi has declared a water supply red alert for the first time. This one. Hundreds of millions will be forced to migrate if water shortages worsen. This from UNICEF reports that at least 700 million people are at risk of displacement due to severe water shortages up to 2030. Most will simply move to the nearest country that can support them. This will in turn stress these neighbors, and conflicts will result. By 2025, half the world's population could be living in areas with inadequate water supply. Oh boy. It is kind of ironic that the UN and IPCC is recommending the report that they produce that we cut any hope of saving the planet. We have to halve emissions by 2025. We got to peak and then half them by 2030. Meanwhile, half the world will have inadequate water supply. Yeah, guys, again, reminder, it's 2022, almost 2023. If you haven't already, start making your contingency plans. You don't need Simon Clark telling you he's hopeless for a rocket scientist to realize that we're spiraling out of control. Exponential problems virtually everywhere you look. Yeah. Although the World Bank leader says in response, do you think that the man-made climate change is real? He says, I'm not a scientist. Got some deflection, maybe even a little denial there. And yet again, today is Fridays for Futures, so protesters are around the world gathering for fear of lack of climate justice, lack of action. What a clusterfuck. Start making your plans. Hook up with your doom mates, your roommates. Go find a cave. Build a trench. Survive. Alright, you little meat sauce miracles. Hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys next week. See ya.